that. And then, okay, so I am just going to go over, I did a one-on-one call with Kayla, and honestly, it was so much information. I still have yet to go over everything. It's 31 pages of notes that she sent over. So I'm kind of going to tell you guys, let me share my screen so you can see. And if you guys have questions at like any time, like just unmute yourself and ask away. So this was, we were literally on the phone for an hour via Zoom for like an hour and a half, and we were just going over like my Instagram. So I should have taken a before picture of my Instagram. But this is like the new and improved Instagram right now. You want to make your bio like what you want to be known for and like what you want to stick out for. So like for me, like with the new Ultimate Portion Fix, I found that I really like helping women or men. I don't have any men signed up under me, but I really like helping people discover like the right meal plan for them and like helping them kind of like, it's like a puzzle. Just really helping them organize the meal plan. So we just kind of stuck with that. So it's, I help postpartum moms gain confidence in the kitchen so they can spend less money eating out. Need a meal planning tip? Click the link below. And so this is just a MailChimp. It's a landing page, and then it will send them a series of, I think it's 3 emails for like 3 days. So 1 email per day. And like the first one is just like meal plan tips. And then the second one is some recipe ideas. And then the third one is meal plan examples. That's super easy to make after I YouTubed for like 30 minutes how to actually do it. But once I figured it out, it is super easy to do. So I do recommend doing something along those lines so people can get, you can collect emails that way. And then also people can get free value from you without you really without you having to like send out multiple things to them. And then it's just kind of one less stressor off your plate. Also for the highlight reel, mine used to be a sparkly background with words. Delete the words if you have them and replace it with pictures, because you can't really see the words like on your phone. And quite frankly, not too many people go through the highlight reel unless they're super bored and super curious. But I am terrible about adding new ones to my highlight reel, but they are there. So I can definitely always add when I get bored or I'm up in the middle of the night with kiddos. Also kind of like make sure, so this right here is an IGTV preview. So when you're doing the IGTVs, something that I've learned that has actually really helped me kind of like move forward is with your post, make an IGTV or go live, or even I was on a call with Melanie today, and so when you go live, make sure you save that live video to it will automatically go into your photos, and then you can upload that as an IGTV. So it's kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Also, the IGTV, you can link it with your Facebook, so it will automatically go to your Facebook also. But with the IGTV, make sure you have it on the preview setting for at least 24 to 48 hours so people can see it and more people will actually view it. Like the one I did yesterday had 425 views. The ones I've done without previews, I think have like 50. So this way more people are seeing it, and then also like make your post that day relevant to your either your live video or your IGTV. So you're kind of talking about it 3 different ways. People can kind of see it 3 different ways, how you're talking about it, how you're discussing it, all of that stuff. Also, with before and after pictures, make sure you are using words. I used to be told don't use words. But actually now with actually putting words to the before and after, and use something more creative than like the date. Use like yesterday I used unhappy, insecure, tired, and then the Melissa now is happy, secure, and more energy. And then that way people can kind of like, yes, your photos look different, but what like mentally is going on that is different too. Just because you can't really share that in a picture. So Hi, Sissy. So, and then just kind of make sure your photos are eye-catching. I did have somebody actually take some photos for me, and that's been a huge lifesaver for me and a huge game changer because 90% of the time my hair is a hot mess, like a hot mess. I have no makeup on. Like this way I have some professional looking photos. All I have to do is make a post and then post it that day. So there are, and these ones do get more traction too than just like the ones I take on my phone and just kind of like edit them. But also your photos, make sure, what was I going with that? Kind of make sure you're not just doing like workout selfies, or make sure your photos are kind of what you want to be known for. Like I'm trying to change mine more to like food related and like meal prep ideas or recipe ideas, because that's what I want to be known for. That's where I want to give my free value. That's where I want to give people a lot of tips. And my daughter's jumping on the bed. So just make sure your photos are kind of relatable to your bio also. Don't, my bio used to be construction wife, 2 under 2 mom, I don't even know what else was on there. And then also don't use hashtags in your bios because apparently that lowers you in the algorithm. So try not to use hashtags in the bio. It could be even a quote by somebody that you really like. Also with Melissa Williams meal planner, add something next to your name so that when people are typing in, like let's be honest, nobody's going to search for Melissa Williams unless they've heard about me or somebody says, go check her out. It's a fact. But if somebody is like typing because they want to find meal ideas, they're going to type in like meal and then like my name will come up with that. Like as a meal planner, my name will come up with that search engine, because Instagram is kind of turning into Pinterest in that sense that like people go to Instagram to look for like recipe ideas or tips or fashion. Like there's so many like bloggers or fashion people on Instagram. So just go ahead and kind of like play with it. Really identify like what makes you different as a Beachbody coach. What do you want to be known for? I know that's such a hard question. And it kind of stumps you. It totally stumped me because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell I want to be known for. Like, and so this is something that I've actually have found that I really enjoy doing. And I want people, especially because I think I know so many people that are very into like their fitness routines, like CrossFit, spin, that kind of stuff. So this is a way like I feel like I can grow my business with my niche market and really be known for something other than just at-home workouts. So just kind of play around and really just start brain dumping. Like take a notebook and a pen and paper, like just whatever it is, and just brain dump. Like when you think of like you going to work, what is it that you are working on? Is it meal planning? Is it helping women gain confidence? Is it helping people feel really comfortable in their skin? Like whatever it is, like just brain dump everything that comes to your mind when you're working, what you want to do. And these are some of the questions that I want to share with you guys. Let me move that up. That she was asking me, like discovering you. So what is your story? What decided you to start your business? And me, and then this is a lot of people's stories. So I gained a lot of weight when I was pregnant. I quit my job so I couldn't afford a gym, and then, yada, yada, yada. My coaching style, like what makes me different than other coaches? I feel like I'm more of a hands-on coach. Like I am checking in with people weekly, if not bi-weekly. Sometimes I think I don't want to come off as an overbearing coach, but sometimes I overly check in, and I just want people to know I'm not pushing them if they aren't ready to like overly work the business, but always to know like I am here to help you whenever you are ready. And then what's the favorite characteristic about you? And I said personable. I like to be involved, present. I like to be outside. feel like I listen to people's needs, that kind of stuff. So if you are taking notes, if not, I am I think I hit record. I am recording this, so you can go back and kind of ask yourself these questions too, because in a second I will show you why. And then what makes me unique. I like to, I cuss. It's not something I'm super proud of, but it is something I do. I think I'm a fun mom, very hands-on. We go to the park. We do a lot of play dates. I've struggled with an eating disorder, so I understand when people are really low about themselves on their body. We enjoy being outdoors like a lot. My kids go stir crazy if we're inside. I grew up playing sports, so I reference a lot of things in like sports conversations too. I've had shoulder and hip surgery. At 18, I was told, like, you need to find a different path. Because basically, if you keep going and keep playing softball, you're not going to be able to hold your kids someday. And at 18, I was kind of dream crushing. I love spray tans. I love my fake eyelashes. I used to work in the hair industry. I like getting dolled up, but I also love my mom's fashion, my yoga pants and kind of a baggy over the shoulder or off the shoulder sweater. I think that's called put together for most days. But I like cooking. I love baking. Especially I love cooking with my daughter. It's a fun memory. I have a very, very weird memory. Like I can remember a conversation that we had 2 years ago, but I probably couldn't remember like the person's name. Drives my husband nuts. So, and then go through this, like your primary focus. So like the things that you're going to talk about a lot to your, on your stories and to your audience, and how you're going to connect with those people on a deeper level, not just a surface level. And quite frankly, this is where we need to get out of the hey girl mentality. It is no longer everybody that is still doing it is like behind on the times. Like, unfortunately, it's not that, I wouldn't say it was easy then, but it's not that easy now to just send like a, hey girl, thanks for the love of my post. Do you want to join my group? People don't like that anymore. How often are you getting those like, hey girl messages and you're just like, oh, stop sending me those. Like, I don't want another skincare. I don't want, the wraps is a huge one. Whatever it is, like you cringe at those. So like, why do we want to send those? So like, yes, it does take longer to make a connection with people. Yes, it does take a little bit longer to get that sale from that one person. Like a lot of my sales recently have been with people I've connected with 3-4 months ago. So it does kind of suck for a little bit, but you will see the progression. So that's why you really want to make those connections every single day, because those will grow. Those will end up becoming customers. Those will end up becoming your coaches, but they want to see you being consistent first. It's just like how you are. Like I don't want to buy skincare from somebody who's just signed up to sell it. Like I want to see how like their skin's going to look 3, 4, 6 months from now. And then I might be like, okay, I'm curious about your skincare product. Kind of the same thing about you. So really make sure, so all those questions before that, you're going to go back and ask yourself, make sure you're like writing it down. Cause again, it's brain dump, and you need to go back and kind of make this like your primary focus and use that for your stories, use that for your photos, use that for your posts, use that for your IGTVs, whatever it is, because that way people can connect with you on a deeper level. As much as it is, it's going to be one of those things like you don't, like the sweaty selfies. There's a ton of people posting sweaty selfies, and it's great. And it's great. You're showing up every single day, but you can post that on your Instagram stories. Don't make that be like one of your posts. So anyways, that was a little rant about that. But then discovering your ideal, oh my gosh, what happened? Sorry guys. So hold on. Discovering your ideal client. So like the purpose. What is your ideal client? My dream person doesn't make excuses. Somebody who's willing to make a change and understands like it's not going to happen overnight. A newer mom, just because that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, my kids are toddlers now, but I still feel like a new mom some days. She works on the weekends. She feels uncomfortable in her skin. I'm not judging. Okay, first of all, I just want to reiterate, I'm not judging these people, but these are the people that I can relate to. Like, hands down, I can relate to. Craft, like creative hobby, allows her own schedule. Like, she wants these things. Wants multiple children, or she has multiple children. Again, if she has one kid, I'm not going to turn her away, you guys. These are just things that I can relate to with people. Their goals. They want to keep up with their kids. They're wanting to keep up at the playground and not be a winded mom and like sit back on the playground just because they can't keep up. Not necessarily because they don't want to be out there chasing them. I don't want to be out there chasing them every time. But to have the option to go out and chase them and run around and like just be that active mom, that ideal soccer mom, whatever it is. And then this is the questions that I really want you guys to ask yourselves. So what are the pain points? And I was dumbfounded, and I made her explain this to me, like, I think probably 3 or 4 times, because I was just like, I'm not getting it. So the external, it's you want to lose weight and feel comfortable in your skin. That was my answer. The internal, they thought breastfeeding was going to give them like their pre-pregnancy body back, and it wasn't working. That's something I personally have struggled with as well. So a lot of people say, like, you know, breast is best. You're going to lose weight instantly like that when you're breastfeeding. All those, like, all that weight that you gained while you were pregnant is just going to come off. It didn't do that for me. I feel like I gained more weight when I was nursing. So I can identify with that person, like that internal struggle that they are having because they were told all of these things while they were pregnant. And like, you know, a week, 2 weeks post baby, they're told all of these things. And then it's kind of like internally, it's like, am I doing something wrong? Because it's not working. So make a post about it. You can relate with those people that are actually struggling with that too. And then I can't say that word, but you guys can read it right there. One after internal. And that's where it goes into, you know, everybody was saying breast is best, but it doesn't have to be. Society. Society says all these things, like this lotion's going to prevent stretch marks. You have to have, like, if you have stretch marks, so your body isn't beautiful. If you have saggy boobs, like you don't have a perfect body, that kind of stuff. Like, really identify these 3 things, because these will make making posts a lot easier. It might be the scary post, but it also might be the best post that you get the best feedback from too. Every time I'm literally on pins and needles biting my nails because I'm like, I don't know if I should post this, that, like, hands down, that's when I get at least 3 to 4 people that send me a message and be like, oh my God, thank you so much for posting this, because I'm going through that same exact thing, or, you know, or I went through this, or I'm going through this right now. Kind of, you just make that connection with people. And then another questions, like, what are their main struggles, obstacles that are standing and reaching in their way? How many times do you guys hear that money is the biggest, like, they can't do it because of money, because it's so expensive, but yet they are paying that $100 gym membership fee that they're not even going to the gym, or they're getting that coffee every single day, but yet money is a struggle, or they're eating out every single night, but money is a struggle. Make a post about it. Like, just kind of laugh, or kind of, you know, all of that stuff, because money isn't the problem. It's the excuse. If they are wanting to make a change, and if the change is the right time, they will make it happen. Just like sometimes, you know what? I think I use money as an excuse. I was like, oh God, that's $160 for a full year. I'm good. Thank you. But realistically, I just wasn't ready to start in my journey. So how many times do you hear the excuse money and you're like, what the fuck? Sorry. But like, it's not the money part, you guys. It's really kind of dig deep. And like, when you're having that conversation with people, so if they come back to you and say, if it's the money that's having a hard time, be like, okay, you know, that's totally fine if it is the money, but, you know, if you cut back your coffee every single day, do you think you could make this happen? Just kind of change the subject, or like change it to about you. Be like, you know what, money was a struggle for me at first too, but then I just stopped eating out every single day. I started making my lunches more. And then I had, just like that, I had the money. Kind of just, you can kind of joke around about it. Definitely get a feeler for the person, but just know most of the time it's not the money. The money is the excuse. And then time. Very busy moms, younger kids, they can't have like time for themselves. You guys, we're all moms in this team, or we're soon to be moms. So we all get there's never enough hours in the day. There's never just time for ourselves, especially with kids running around. But I know, Whitney, you work out during your kids' nap time, or they're entertained with something, or like my kids are literally jumping on me. Like I am a jungle gym during my workout time most of the time. So share those things, and then people will be like, okay, I can make time to work out, or okay, I can at least pack my food. And then I'll pack, healthier snacks for my kids. Showing them those things to help kind of like redirect everything. And you're not one time do you say Beachbody throughout this whole thing. You're showing them like the healthier options, the healthier lifestyles. Another thing that I've started a book club play date with my accountability group for the local people. We had a kickoff last week, and it surprisingly went really well. It was more not about the book at all. I'll be completely honest. I think we talked about the book for maybe 10 minutes. And then it was just a fun kind of like, oh my God, what is your kid doing these days? Oh my God, your kid, it just turned into more of like a fun play date and a fun way to connect with other people. So if you have a handful of people that are local in your accountability group, maybe be like, hey, let's do happy hour once a month, and like, meet in real person, and everybody, just create that community for people that a lot of times people feel like they're missing, that they don't realize they're missing. Also, I've been doing a lot of one-on-one check-ins lately with coaches and customers. I've sent out, and I can share with you guys, but I sent out a form to all of my customers recently, and making them fill it out. Like, be like, you know what, I'm trying to make the accountability group the best I can. I need you just to take 2 minutes out of your day and answer these questions. And the questions are very easy and very simple. Like, what's something that you're proud of? How long have you been in the accountability group? Are you currently on Shakeology? What is something that, and this is the big question, and this is where I've had to like kind of swallow my pride a little bit, but like, I want them to be honest. And I even said, do not spare my feelings. Pretend I'm not, somebody else is reading these and just giving me a brief overview. But like, I even said, like, what is something that I am not doing that you wish you saw me doing? One of them was to check my spelling, which I know. But then other people were very honest, be like, sometimes you go MIA a little bit in the accountability groups, or with the games you post, like I think you should have more rules on them, or actually I think that was it for the feedback, really. And then just, I'm kind of an open book about my mommying too. Just like my struggles, my highs, my lows. If I have a meeting with somebody and my kid is screaming in the background, I'll be like, you know what, I'm so sorry. Can we reschedule till my husband gets home? Like, just be very honest and very vocal. Also, what sets me apart from, shouldn't say all the other Beachbody coaches, because somebody else might be doing this. But something that literally has helped my business stay consistent since Ultimate Portion Fix has launched is I'm doing one-on-one meal planning for the first 4 weeks. It's one of those things I'm doing as an added bonus. You guys do not have to do this because it takes way more time than I expected. But it's also something that's nice because I'm connecting with that challenger, especially for the challengers that I don't know that well, that weren't my friends to start. It's letting me create that connection with them on like a deeper level. Like, I'm getting to know them more personal. So I set up a Zoom call. We chat once a week. We go over their meal plans for the first 4 weeks. I just had one girl graduate. But I even said, like, you know what, if you want to continue the meal plans, that's great, but there is going to be a fee later on. And I haven't decided what that fee was. The $149, that's what Kayla suggested. I feel like this is a lot of money though. So that is something that I am doing now. So make something that makes you unique. Make something that will make you stand out from the other Beachbody coaches. Like, do you do flash sales once a month? Do you do weekly check-ins? Just even if it's just sending them a message, like, are you very adamant about checking in on their progress? What is going to make you different? What is going to make you stand out? What is going to make you literally be like, you know, to tell their friends, like, I'm going to go tell Susie, like, oh my gosh, this girl has helped me so much. She has literally designed the perfect meal plan for me. She sits down, she listens to my struggles, she gives me ideas, all this stuff. There's a referral right there. Like, so make something when people sign up with you, don't leave it at just the sign up. Go in a little bit deeper. And you guys might not know what that is yet. It's taken me 2 flipping years to figure this out, that, like, you know what? I'm going to help people meal plan because that has always been my biggest struggle. And I realize I'm connecting with, and the thing that I constantly hear people complaining about is meal planning and the prepping and figuring out what to eat for the week. So this is a way that I've kind of gone a step up and just really help them. And I've been seeing better results from that also. So that, sorry, I'm getting thirsty. So my primary focus right now is literally for One Star Diamond. So these are just examples that she gave me on, like, so if somebody was to come to me and be like, I want to lose weight, ask them why. Like, what are you struggling with? What's hard, painful struggle? And just like a list of questions in all of this stuff. There's something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, so that's kind of the spiel. So the market research, the reason this is so important, and this will also help you with your post ideas, with your free content ideas for just connecting with people, is make polls, make suggestions, not just like, hey, join my group, but like really figure out what your audience is wanting. You're having people literally watch your stories every single day. It is their reality TV show. I've had multiple people tell me that. Some days, especially when my husband is on, it's like a fun reality TV show they're watching. So like make it fun. So like for poll examples, like I think I've made some posts about for food, like, do you struggle with meal planning? Do you love food? Are you trying to get ready for your summer body? Do you love a good cocktail? So then I'm reaching out to all these people that are answering. I'm not inviting them. I'm just reaching out to them and be like, oh my gosh, what's your favorite cocktail? Or what's your favorite food? What's your favorite recipe? Just kind of asking and connecting with them. I'm not going in straight for the invite. And then also make some other like fun polls like that has nothing to do with health and fitness. Like, I think I made a poll like, what's your favorite natural deodorant? Or if you see me and my husband on here, what would you rather see more of? Like real life stuff, or what's another? I don't even remember what I put like date night ideas, something along those lines. Like make something fun. Like, Mary, I know you're super crafty, so maybe you could like make a poll like, do you want to see more of my quilts? Or you're super crafty on your house, like more of my home improvement projects and how I do it on a budget, or stuff like that. So it doesn't always have to be health and fitness related, because if Jesus, why does I keep doing that? I've noticed when I have 10 minutes. Okay. I've noticed too, when it's all about health and fitness, you guys, I lose followers. But when I throw in those like glimpse of real life and like my kid throwing a fit and me just kind of like sitting back and drinking, you know, sparkling water, just trying to get through the day, I get more traction, I get more feedback. And then that's also when people come to me more about health and fitness too. These are just DM and interview questions. And if you guys want to see this, like my answers and that kind of stuff, I'm more than happy to send this over or share it with you if I can. Also, hashtags. Do not make your hashtags about health and fitness. Like, try to stay back from the health and fitness hashtags, because there's one, you're probably going to get lost in it, and two, it's going to attract more Beachbody coaches or more people in like the health and fitness industry. So like these are just ideas that she gave me, like lashes for days, lash and brows, spray tan for life, kitchenware, kitchen hacks, family meals. So I've been using those hashtags, and they actually have been noticing like a better traction. So just dig deeper with the hashtags, but also, I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to talk to you guys about before I get kicked off. Make sure with the hashtags, it's somewhat relatable to that picture, and then you're not using the same 30 every single time, because Instagram has been cracking down more, and they will either block you or suspend your account because they'll think you're a robot and all that stuff. Okay, so that is kind of, you guys, it's 31 pages of literally notes. So well, like I said, if you guys want to see that, I'm more than happy to share with you. But also, that's my biggest tips for you guys. So do you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to ask before we get kicked off in 7 minutes?
I don't think so. I think that was really good. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah, so that was a lot of more information than I was expecting. This way, it kind of just, I would take out like a notebook paper and just kind of like start brain dumping of like all the things that interest you, mom, non-mom related, and just kind of like what's going to make you stand out a little bit.
Yeah, I think I need to just spend some time and do that.
Yeah. Hey, Mary.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. I was just getting home, so I turned my camera off for a little while, but I thought I'd jump on. I've been such a slacker, but I need a little motivation. I feel like my life is boring right now.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it's boring. I like your pregnancy stuff. I think that's so fun.
It feels very monotonous, but I know that people are watching.
Yeah.
I just feel like I have nothing to share because I come home and I nap and then I make dinner and then I might eat ice cream and
just start
yeah.
sharing that stuff. Because it will benefit you.
It's just an awkward phase.
Yeah. When's your due date again?
Right. The end of June.
Oh, that's coming up.
June.
You should do like polls and stuff asking people about like baby stuff or gear or like, I don't know, I feel like people love to talk about baby stuff. I know I do.
That's true. That's
like
true.
Just even if you don't like need that product or whatever, like I feel like you could create some conversations, you know, with people. Because baby stuff and pregnancy stuff I feel like is gold.
Oh yeah. Everybody offers so much information
Right.
about it and opinions.
Yes. Yes.
I know.
Even when you don't ask for it.
Right, exactly.
So fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Do you guys have any other questions or?
I don't think I have any. I think I just need to like sit down and do some thinking, some writing of that stuff.
Yeah, I know that was like a lot of info.
I came in a little late. Do you have like one-on-one coaching with this girl? I meant to watch the original video too, but
yeah, so I did like a one-on-one training, total investment, but I've kind of have seen it back too.
Yeah.
Like my paychecks have been consistent lately, which is super nice.
That's awesome.
I am hiring a babysitter.
I saw that. That's so exciting. That's huge.
The jackpot.
Yeah. I know. I have a hard time kind of balancing it like between the kids and like, I mean, they need something all the time. So I'm like, oh, what am I going to do?
Well, and that was like my biggest thing. And I was telling my husband, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm all directions that I can't concentrate. And I feel like I've been half-assing everything. Like when it comes to being a mom, a wife, the house, just like everything's half-assed. Like, so I need help. So that's like why I quit Star Cycle, and we're going to hire a babysitter at least like 2-3 times a week. So,
oh, that's awesome.
so excited.
That'll be nice.
So excited. I love my kids, but they're driving me nuts. How is Success Club stuff going for you guys so far?
I don't know. So I talked to you earlier about the couple or whatever.
Yeah.
And they like whittled it down to one challenge pack, but that's one. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
And they'll probably just be ordering Shakeology twice a month versus once a month.
Yeah.
Which is so good.
And this is a quick question, but is there a number of times that somebody could put their Shakeology on hold? Like if I didn't think so.
They can even cancel it if they need to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was just trying to let her know there's no like strings attached. You know what I mean? Like this is what I suggest, and I think this is what you'll want to do, but like,
yeah.
I feel like people are also.
Though, doesn't the guy want like the performance line?
I know. I
get
feel
him
like
on the performance line and her on the Shakeology. Michael did the shakes for a little while, and then he didn't. He didn't really like it.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. And I love the performance line myself even. I don't know. We'll see with them, but I feel like I'm just trying to get to 3. That's my goal is 3.
Yeah.
So that's like 1. And then I have conversations going with people, but I can't tell like where that's gonna, I don't know. So shooting for Success Club 5, I guess.
Shoot for 10.
Shoot for 10?
Because you need to like aim high because your hustle.
That's true. That's true.
And then when you hit Success Club 5, like
which I technically hit last month, but one of them was under my husband. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, it was dual. I did it, but
which is huge because you're one step closer to diamond.
Yeah. No, I mean I think it was good. It's just I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to like build relationships with people on Instagram, like random people that I don't know. You know what I mean? To try to get customers from there because I feel like I'm sort of running out of like warm lead. You know what I mean? Like people I know.
Yeah. Hold on. Everybody smile. Okay. That's where like the consistency is going to pay off because like those people that you're talking with now, they'll buy from you in about 4 months.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but that's just kind of how.
Right. Right. Just keep after it then.
Yeah. Are you liking doing the piece of paper?
Oh, yeah. You know what? To be honest, like I haven't done it in the last, my husband was out of town this last like 4 days. And so I've been doing activities every single day, but like I just haven't had the time to sit down and like check it off every single day the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Which I'm disappointed about, but at the same time, I've been, like posting, like talking to people. Like I've been doing a lot of it. The one thing that I have suffered is like my personal development, like has been suffering. Like I haven't been getting that done. But I'm hoping.
Or do you read?
Yeah, no, sort of both. So I just started Audible this week. So I guess it's not like I'm not doing any. It's just I'm not sitting down with a book. Yeah. So I have it playing like in the car and stuff when I'm driving, but so bits and pieces. Yeah, I should count that, I guess.
Yeah, that does count.
I was just trying to get up like early and like do this stuff, and I'm like I'm literally exhausted with him gone. I was like I haven't been getting up early. Like I've just been like trying